Hello, I'm going to be making a key fob today using TechSoft Design, Paint.net, and the laser cutter, and it's going to be based on this Nike tick. So what I've done here is I have designed briefly a key fob here, which has got the same Nike logo with the Nike tick, but I'm going to sweep the design around along the top here and around the end with a hole here for the expandable key loop to go through. And I'm going to have this all in clear acrylic with the Nike logo engraved. I've got the Nike text here being 5, 10, 15, 20 millimeters high, but I feel as if the overall design here is rather large. So I'm actually going to be scaling this down a little bit. I'm going to scale it, I think, so that the text is going to just be 3 squares in height. I should technically kind of redevelop that on paper, and I think gridded paper is a good tool to use here, but just for speed of getting this video out, I'm just going to scale it in TechSoft Design instead. Okay, so let's just copy this. Let's now go to TechSoft Design. I've got my 5mm pale blue grid all set up here. I'm going to paste this in. In fact, before I do this, what I really need to do is get rid of all the red margin and just clean up the Nike text here. So actually, that's not what I want to do. What I actually want to do here is go to Paint.net, and I want to paste it into here as a new image. So it's Edit, Paste as New Image, or Control-Alt-V. There we are. That's nicer. Okay, now I'm going to get to the Magic Wand tool, and I just want to remove the Nike text and the Nike tick. So with the Magic Wand tool and the Replace tool, I'm going to click on the N, and then I'm going to use the Add tool and add in the I, the K, and the E should all go as one object. Now I'm going to go to Copy with this. No, I'm not. I'm going to go to, no, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, now let's paste to a new image. Let's go Image, Crop to Selection. Yes, I can do that, but you can see now that I've lost my ability to basically change the color of this to black. So yeah, I'm going to undo that, sorry. I'm going to come to the brush tool, nice big brush here, black, and I'm going to brush over this and fill all that in black. That's more like it. And now I'm going to go to Image and Crop to Selection. That's what I want. Okay, so let's now Control-A for Select All, Control-C for Copy, back in here to TechSoft Design, and Control-V for Paste. Fantastic. Now, I've pasted this in with step lock on, which could cause me a bit of a problem later. Yeah, I'm going to turn that off, turn on grid lock, and paste it in again. So now the bottom left-hand corner is snapping onto the grid. Perfect. That's what I want. Coming back here to TechSoft, of course, what I know here from this design, not TechSoft, sorry, Paint.net, is that this design wants to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 in height. Yeah, I think I'm going to take that down to about, let's go to 40 millimeters in height. Yeah, I'm going to go to 40 and see how that looks. Okay, so back to TechSoft here. Let's have a look. I'm going to right-click here, not left-click, right-click. If I left-click, I'm going to distort the image. It's no longer the Nike tick. Right-click, and then I'm going to bring this in to, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. There. I want it to be up to about there. 10, 20, 30, 40. That's about right. Now, actually, no, I'm going to take it back to 35 because I've just remembered here that I need to have my outline coming around here as well. Let's see how that looks. I'm going to go with that because once I've got my outline on the top here, I think it's going to be a little bit bigger. Can I zoom in here and get a bit more control? No, it's kind of snapping across there. So if I come to step lock here, I'm going to make sure that my step lock, I'm going to put this on 1 millimeter. And let's just try and bring that in. That's more like it. Look, it's just stepping against that top edge there. I'm liking that a lot. Let's do that. Okay, now I want to do a 2mm contour around the outside of this. In fact, actually, I want to do, let's get this right here. I'm wanting to do this effect right here. Okay, so let's just think how I'm going to do that. I'm going to get a polyline tool. Where's my polyline tool? My polyline tool is going to be there. And I'm thinking that what I want to have is, I actually want to have a point on the end of this tick here that I can snap onto. So actually what I'm going to do here is going to be a wee bit strange. I'm going to turn off the step lock tool and I'm going to put a little point just there and then just draw a line anywhere else. Let's just make sure this line is black here. Just put a line anywhere else like that. Done. And then over here, I'm going to make a little point just there. And then again, just draw that anywhere else. Right click to finish. Now, what that means is I can come back to Step Lock tool, but I can turn on the Attach tool. And now I can, let's turn off the Step Lock actually. In fact, let's just think this through a little bit more here. No. Let's just think this through a little bit more. I'm going to turn on the Step Lock tool, turn off the Attach tool, and with a straight line tool, I'm going to have 2 millimeters above this line, a horizontal line going straight across. Yes, I am liking that a lot. Okay, I'm actually going to extend that line a little bit further there. That's looking good. And then what I want to do is turn the Step Lock off, turn the Attach tool on with a straight line tool, snap onto that endpoint, turn the Attach tool off, and then run that straight up. And I'm looking to make it parallel to the N here. And I'm just going to make it parallel by sight. I think that's going to be nice there. I'm liking the look of that. Now here, I actually want to have a curve to this. So let me just think this through in a little bit more detail. I'm actually going to delete that line, get the straight line tool. Everything's turned off in terms of grid, step, lock, attach tools. I'm going to click here. And then actually what I want to do here is I want to extend this line out, and I want it to be an extension of this line here. Now, if I bring my cursor down and I look at this angle here, that angle is telling me it's 203 degrees. Let's put it to, it's actually about, yeah, it's about 203 degrees. Now, if I think about this, if I want to go all the way around the opposite direction, I'll need to subtract 180, which is going to give me 23.5 degrees. So if I come to 23, about 0.5 degrees, about there, that should be a direct continuation of this line down here. Let's just see if that's the case. I'm going to use the Attach tool, snap onto there, and then run that along. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That's nice. Okay, right then, let's just escape that. I don't want to do that. Now, I want to then curve this round. So I'm just going to think to myself, let's come back to my design here. I want to have it, whoops-a-daisy, what happened there? I want to have it so the curve starts almost straight away. So in that particular case, back to TextSoft. Okay, I'm bombarding you here, but let's come to Step Lock here. I'm just going to trim that line off by drawing a line, going to the Delete Part tool. I'm just going to trim that back there. So we've got this little bit of an edge here. And then now in the line tools, I should have, no, in the circle tools, do I have a tool that will let me draw a circle? Look at this. Draw a circle tangent to 2 lines. Oh, that looks good. If I use this, I'm going to click once here and once there. Oh, that is so cool. Wicked. I'm so glad that worked. Now that's got this end profile. I'm going to leave that little, I can move it around a bit there. That's interesting. No, I want to have it right there. I'm really happy with that. Okay. It's a shame I couldn't just identify where the center of that line was. I had Step Lock turned on. So is it going to let me just snap in on that? No, it's not, which is a little bit of a shame there. Okay, now with this angle over here, let me just come to my fillet tool, and I'm thinking of having, let's say, a 5mm fillet there, and no, that's too much, too much. Let's right click on that. Let's draw in a 2.5mm fillet. I'm liking that. Okay, delete part tool again. Let's just trim this up. And that is looking really nice. I'm liking that a lot. Okay, so let's just see, what else have I got to do here? I need to have it so that there's going to be a contour along the bottom here. How on earth am I going to do that? I'm thinking if I now get the bitmap tool, contour bitmap with a 0mm spacing, exclude transparent color, graphical path outline, and I click on the Nike, what am I going to get? Now, if I click on this, grid lock on, bring this to the side. Yeah, look, that's given me this profile. Now, all I've got to do now, can I trim that back with the delete part tool? Yes, I can. Trim that back there. I'm just going to undo that. Can I trim that back a bit more carefully? Delete part. Let's zoom in on that. Okay, so for this, what I want to do here, I'm just going to draw a line let's say straight across there, that now means that when I trim that back, yeah, it's going to give me a cleaner edge there. And then now, hopefully, yeah, now that I've actually trimmed this back, I can just select that section easily. Select that section there. Remember, I had gridlock turned on here. What was happening there? That was just curving in a little bit. I'm going to run with that. I'm going to select this and I'm going to make this a color that's going to stand out. Let's go with orange. Let's bring it in here. That's snapping in. And then now let's just see what's happening here. What's happening with that line? This just needs to join up, doesn't it? So why don't I just get the attach tool, just snap onto there, turn the attach tool off, bring that across a little bit more, delete part and just trim that back. I like the look of that. And then let's come over here and then let's just get a line tool again, attach tool. From there over to there, I'm not completely convinced by what's happening there. So let's just get the fillet tool again there. Let's just throw in a 1mm fillet. Will that work? No, it won't work because, of course, this is not a straight line. That is a compound line there. So yeah, I'm not completely convinced by that. I think actually what I'm going to do instead is delete that part. Okay, come on, delete. Thank you. Now let's look at this line here. Yeah, all I'm going to do with this is select it to curve, and then I'm going to get the attach tool and bring that back in to there. So it's just going to kind of sweep in like that. Oh man, that's so cool. I'm liking that a lot. Let's just now bring in my 3mm diameter hole for my key fob. And what I also need to do here as well is just make sure if I now get another circle which is going to have a radius of 7mm, I've got to make sure that I'm going to group that together. In fact, no, I'm not. I'm going to make that blue first. I've got to make sure, good, group together, that this is within 7mm of the edge of the key fob. Otherwise, I won't be able to expand the metal ring sufficiently around the edge. Now then, let's just bring this in here. And if I put that there, that's looking nice, but I'm just going to come to step lock here and just bring it in a little bit closer to the edge there. Let's bring step lock here to 0.5mm control because I just want to bring that, I think, into there. Now that's looking nice. Okay, grid lock back on again. I'm just going to pick this up, take it away for a second, and now I need to make sure that I've got a clean cutout here. So to do this, let's select that orange line. Let's make that blue. And let's also, I've got all this profile around here. Now, actually, rather than making that blue, I'm going to change my mind here. Line color black. I think the thing to do, grid lock turned on. I'm going to move the graphic out of the way so I can just see this profile. Yes. And then what I'm going to do is select all of that. Let's make that into one continuous path. Make path. Okay. Let's make that blue. Now, gridlock's turned on. Bring this back in again. And then bring in the circle there. And we are good to go. That's ready to laser cut. That is awesome. Okay, let's save that, and I'm going to see what comes out of the laser cutter. Okay, so there we go. That's looking absolutely fabulous. That's what's just come out of the laser cutter. I like that a lot. And I'm just going to try and put an expandable key loop through there now. So I've just used a screwdriver here to open up the expandable key loop. Let's just, key ring. Let's just put this through into the hole. Easier said than done, of course. Now, have I got that too far from the edge? No, I think I'm just about okay there. That's got it in there. Nice. Okay, take the screwdriver out, and then I can just turn that in. And voila, that is looking so cool. Oh, by the way, I neglected to mention there that before laser engraving this, I flipped it so that the rough engraving goes on the back, like so. And then when I turn it over, I get this nice glossy finish here on the front, rather than having the rough side, which I think always looks better. Brilliant. There was loads of little technical things going on here. So really simple cool looking product, but lots of sophistication happening here to make sure that I was able to contour the graphic and connect all the lines up using the attach tool. But, it's all there. It's all in the video. So enjoy, and, success to you all.